We're back. The live expired. It was too long. No lives matter, so.
Black lives matter. No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace!
Grab a water. I'm gonna die. Damn, they're out of water. Oh shit. March is continuing towards Kennedy Plaza. We're passing Burnside Park. Moving into Burnside Park.
Take a picture of that.
You guys did an excellent job.
You did an excellent job.
You love this shit!
It's not about me. It's about us. And it's about people that look like me and you. It's about us. I don't do this just for me. I do this for myself, my children, for y'all, and the future. The future is now. I want this with us. And we did things peacefully. We did things peacefully. Black people are not aggressive. People of color are not aggressive. This country was built off of armed, hard labor. And don't ever forget that. People of Rhode Island, do not forget that Gina Raimondo has an agenda to divide us. We have been doing all of this work together as one, because united we stand, divided we fall. After ignoring peaceful protests and acknowledging a riot, and then saying that a priority is the Latinx community, her agenda is division. Do not let her win. United we stand, divided we fall. That's it, y'all. Thank you. I love you.
We love you too.
Yeah, we're gonna get an interview.
Black lives matter. 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 Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
I just want to let you guys know, everybody here has been, you guys have been some of the most courageous people I have ever had the privilege to walk alongside.
Fucking go!
You should be beautiful. For everybody.
Right!
I love you guys.
Love you too.
Rest. Your self-care is important. You cannot fight another day if you don't take care of yourself every night.
That's right.
Remember that. Show up for each other. Show up for each other and love each other like we did tonight forever.
It's our duty to fight for our people. It's our duty to win.
We have nothing to lose. We must love each other and support each other.
We must love each other. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win.
We must love each other and support each other.
We must love each other and support each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Cops can hear us. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other and support each other.
We must love each other and support each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Okay. We're gonna try to get some interviews. All right. Can I have the cord? Where's the cord?
It's here. It's here.
Seems like we're stuck. Hold on, everyone. We're gonna try to talk to some people.
We're good?
Is this microphone working? Can someone tell us? Can you hear me? Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Tell me if you could hear me. Is it coming through? Is it coming through? Check, check, check.
Some of us really appreciate it. 10 or 12.
Fuck yeah, bitch.
Let's try to get it right here.
Just get in on the board.
Let's go this way. Let's go this way.
He was there. He saw it.
They're doing an interview over here.
This wasn't done. This wasn't done.
And I'm very proud of everybody that sticked with us and stayed together and showed everybody that we are not violent people. People of color are not violent people. We are all here together to stand as one. The police did come over and they were aggressive, but they did decide to march with us, and that's what we've been chanting the whole time, to march with us. And that we are not violent, because we are not violent. People of color are not violent, but that has been the narrative all over the world about black people and people of color, period.
I want to touch that this girl was shy before she got out here. I spent the whole day with her practicing.
My name is
a fucking leader.
My name is Shockme Terrell.
Period.
And I care about my people, and I care about the future of my children.
Of course. That's the whole point of all of this, is that, you're going to have kids grow up in a world that you want them to grow up in.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
it is so important.
Yeah,
it's so important for all of us to stick together.
Absolutely.
All colors, all shapes, and all sizes.
That was the most, I think, inspirational part of today, is that you saw people of all colors, all ages come out, and everyone was united. There was no divisiveness. It was nice. I'm just waiting to hear when they're going to take us.
What comes next?
Next, we have a meeting with the governor next week. We do invite you guys, if you have any questions, if you have any statements of anything you want to give to us, email us. For now, we're my personal email. You can email me.
Can I get that in a second? I'm just a little bit hands full.
I just said
yeah, let me give you my card.
Yes.
Just say your personal email.
With the governor, and if you want your changes heard, meet us there. We will give all your.
Yeah, my England here in Burnside Park. My protesters here tonight. Things have looked to have officially wrapped up. Things are peaceful at the end of the night. And I want to talk to you guys just about what this night means for you and the black community to have all of this support out here. I'll hold it.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
This night means the world to me. It's very important to have black people and people of color, because it's not just black people that shape the world. It's everyone. It's just unfortunate that this country was built off of the blood, sweat, and tears of our backs, Statehouse included. We just want peace, and we want to be treated equally, with love and respect. People of color are not violent people. We are the majority, not the minority. But that has always been the narrative.
But we're changing it.
But we're trying to change it. And today we changed it. We were peacefully protesting the whole time. Nothing got ruined. No one got into a fight. Even though there was police that came up armed. And that's very intimidating, to have police with their bars and their shields when no one is congregating and hurting one another. We're just being peaceful, and that has been what the narrative is, to protest in peace. And for people to stand with us, along with the police officers, not just us alone, because they're there to protect us, me and you. You know?
How old are both of you?
I'm 27.
I'm 21 years old.
You guys were talking to me before we came on camera about the life that you want for your children and the world that you want them to grow up in. Talk to me about what that world looks like.
What that world looks like to me is me not having to tell my son or my daughter to walk it when they're walking in a store, not to touch things too much because people are watching them and they don't want to be accused of stealing. Because to me, in my life, in my neighborhood, every person of color that I know is taught not to steal.
Yeah, I've gotten pulled over 3 times.
It's taught not to steal.
What a life for my kids looks like, I'm not sure if you guys saw, but when the cops came at us, we were standing peacefully and trying to get our allies in the front. And the megaphone ended up hitting an officer, and he reached his baton out and pushed me. What I want for my children is for if they're in a peaceful protest and something like that happens, they don't have to think, am I the next hashtag? It can just be a bump in, it can be an accident, but it does not have to be a death sentence. That's what I want my kids to know.
Do you guys think today is a start? That what happened today, the protest of 10,000 people, is a start?
I just came from
Of course. It's not that we think it is a start. It obviously was a start. You saw the people of Rhode Island today. We came with love. We came with warmth. We came with good vibes and good energy.
Yes,
we had fun and we stood our ground. These were our streets tonight, and they'll be our streets every night.
Forever.
We walk it every day.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much for your time.
My girl.
Can I get Sure it is. I found it. I got it out and then I put it away again.
Cute.
I'm not a smart person. Here's my card. Do you mind if I just get your name? Typical song.
Can I get both of your names? I'm sorry.
Last name? A-I-N-T-E. Oh, no, wait. Tucson? And you're doing Providence? And you're an organizer of this? An organizer. We'll keep it simple. Our readers are very smart, so gotta keep it simple. That was cool. I got my steps down.
Oh my God, that was such a funny.
Because I earned
This guy really said our readers aren't that smart.
Oh, really?
Is this a pro joke?
That's a pro joke.
Oh my God. Oh my God, so funny. All right, let's do you want to hear from anyone else who is here?
Yeah, I wish.
Just over this way?
I want to do some interviews, but then the police started arresting that guy on the street, so.
Oh, over here?
No, when we were over there was someone I wanted to talk to, but then,
Yeah.
So now she's gone. I don't know what to do.
We can just ask anyone who's here.
Okay.
Just like.
Bro, let's jump around and everything.
See here? Hey guys, we're doing a live stream for Uprise Rhode Island. Does anyone want to share their thoughts and what went on? Uprise Rhode Island. It's a website that covers local news all around the state.
Oh my God. Let's get Oh my God. Yo, text message, what's up?
Let's see if we can get. Yeah, we got good light.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hey, you must be pretty tired right now.
I'm very exhausted.
The whole time. We've been marching the whole time.
The adrenaline is pumping. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Hi.
Can you give a recap for everyone who's just joining in? We have about like 2,000 people on this stream right now. We had up to 9,000 marching. They didn't quite see all of the interactions going up Broadway, up Atwells, around and back down Broadway. You were stopped for a little bit. Can you talk a little bit about that or what was memorable?
All right. Well, what was memorable for me was this whole entire movement was memorable. From the starting at the Statehouse at 4:30 to what time is it right now?
Hold on.
17. Curfews at what was implemented for 9 o'clock. You know, we're not.
Can we talk about the curfew a little bit?
Yes. Okay. So a curfew was put in place by the governor, she pretty much put a curfew in place because of one riot that happened. And the riot wasn't even that big. But regardless, I just wanted to show the governor and the people, not only the people in Providence, but people all the world, that we can march in peace, all together as one. And we also plan on having a meeting with Miss Gina, the governor, next week. You know, hopefully that follows through. If not, that's okay, because we still made a statement today.
What are you going to say to her? What do you want? What do you think Rhode Island needs?
Well,
to be a better place for Black lives?
Yes, I definitely feel like, I think it's Rhode Island. I think it really starts with the Constitution, because, you know, that's where everything is built off of. You know, if the blueprint isn't representing us and it's not for us, people are never going to look at us as equal. she seems like she's only for the Latino community, but it should be everybody. It should be the whole entire community, especially Black lives, because we are the ones that are being oppressed by the system. So like that is genuinely what I feel, and I'm sorry that my
No, it's absolutely.
I'm heightened.
I know.
I'm heightened, but I'm full of love, and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Thank you for being here with us the whole time. Because you guys matter too.
Black lives matter.
Yeah.
It's not an opinion.
Yes, it's a fact, and just thank you. I'm exhausted, but I'm so filled with love, and I'm so filled with hope, and I'm so filled with hope for my future, and I can't stop being a believer because that's all I have. That's all I have, and all I have is my voice. So I'm going to use it to the best of my ability. So thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, sorry about that, man.
Great. I guess we should. Is there anyone else that wants to talk to, or should we end the live? What do you want to do?
I don't know. Are these folks talking right now? There's this, I know, but there's a conversation going on there. There's something else happening here. All right, I think we can call it.
Okay, I guess we should sign off. Someone's gonna do the news.
The news. We got a police interview here. There. No, I was just showing that the the news.
All right. I guess we'll start signing off.
Yeah.
Here, you can introduce yourself again.
Hey, thank you so much for being here and hearing everyone out. We had a lot of people in the live stream. We'll try to get better angles for you next time. I just want to thank Uprise in general. Will and I are both volunteers today, adopting the stream, but it's really Steve who does the hard work of covering and investigating. And I encourage everyone to take a deeper look into the website, look at the Patreon. Also, none of this can happen, and none of these movements happen without the power of the people, and specifically the protesters and the youth coming out. And it's really what makes Rhode Island really special. You saw an incredible solidarity today. So I hope this gave you a new perspective. It might be a little bit different from what you'd see on Channel 10. But we're just happy to be here, and I think it's time for mac and cheese or something.
Right, no, I'm so hungry. I'm literally exhausted. So, do you want to? So I'm gonna say something.
Yeah. Here you go. I got it.
So the role of journalism here today, is not whether or not Black Lives Matter. It's we're figuring out and getting people's opinions on how they're making it happen. Period. Black Lives Matter. Not editorial.
All right. Thank you so much. We're signing off. Good
Hello,
night.
James.
Sleep well.
All right. Bye.
Bye.